This is Frosty LaRue, Path of Exile 2, the Diablo-like ARPG.
This is one of the strongest announcements I've ever seen in the history of ARPGs.
This is insane.
Holy crap, this is gonna be incredible.
This is old school RuneScape.
You gotta play it.
I'm excited.
This is perfect.
Diablo 4 is cooked.
See, this is what Diablo 4 should have been.
Like, Diablo 4 is bad, Diablo 4 is dead.
I'm gonna quit Diablo 4.
That this beta has more depth to it than Diablo.
Dude, that's all out of context. What? Man, Woody and me. Woody and me.
Diablo
What?
4 is cooked.
See, this is what Diablo 4 should have been.
Like, Diablo 4 is bad, Diablo 4 is dead.
I'm gonna quit Diablo 4.
That this beta has
What
more
the
depth
fuck?
to it than Diablo 4 does after the expansion. Like, this is fucking
We can't say anything anymore, man.
insane.
Welcome back, you freaking traitors. You probably clicked on this
Look at
video
the
to hear
background.
about Path of Exile 2, and that absolutely disgusts me. Anyway, in this video, I'll be going over all the major
Okay.
issues with Path of Exile 2,
We gotta keep
followed
it
by
fair.
a recent tweet by the Diablo 4 Giga Chad himself, Rod Diablo-Like Ferguson, as well as many other well-known Diablo 4 superfans' thoughts and plans in regards to Path.
Why is there Megan Fox?
of Exile 2.
Oh boy.
Alright, let's jump in and get to the major problems with this game.
Unfortunately, Path of Exile 2 will not be available on Mac OS at the start of early access, but we're keen to have this platform. Okay, so Mac gamers once again are taking an L.
Well,
The Mac gamers, boys.
that sums up all the major problems with POE2. Sucks to be you, Mac gamers. Anyway, on to bigger news. Let's
Is a Big Mac a gamer? What's a Mac gamer?
recap the tweet heard by literally billions of people around the world.
Look at Rod Ferguson's tweet. Is this the Diablo-like thing? Is this that bullshit about that? Let me see if I can find it.
He has the video with Logan Paul trolling that BBC reporter.
Where's Rod Ferguson? There it is. Let me double check.
So, a couple of days ago, when the POE2 stream ended, literally, X is blowing up, people are posting like crazy, holy crap, this is gonna be incredible. Rod Ferguson,
The general manager of all of Diablo, decided to go on Twitter and absolutely cook himself with this unhinged take.
Oh my goodness. Hog's got the video. Path of Exile 2 reveal was so epic it's themed Rod Ferguson. All right, what is
The
it?
genre of ARPG is starting to mean a lot of different things. Much like Souls-like and roguelike, I wonder if we could normalize Diablo-like for ARPGs that follow the Diablo formula.
I absolutely cannot believe that this is real. Out of all the badass stuff that was
Hog is never holding anything back, man.
showcased, after all the Endgame, after all the Atlas rework, dual skill trees, and weapons that you can dual wield in one hand, all the 6 classes, and all this badass shit that they showed us yesterday at the Path of Exile 2 early access live stream, this right here was my favorite. That shit triggered Rod Ferguson so bad that he had to go make a tweet.
Rod Ferguson is scared. He is threatened, so he's lashing out. Grinding Gear Games has
Hog
made
went
something
crazy.
tremendous with Path of Exile 2. It has Blizzard shivering, and the game isn't even out yet.
No wonder Rod was making tweets. No, this isn't an ARP.
I said this before, guys. Again, I think, both games will continue to exist. No one's gonna die. No game is gonna die. And I don't know, why people keep adding more gasoline to the fire.
Gee, it's just like Diablo. Like, yeah, sure,
I mean, at
Rod.
this point, yeah, the memes are funny, but
Mad.
Bruh, you ain't even followed the Diablo
look,
like
I don't even know what they're all hating on each other, man. Just leave it be. Yeah, that was just unnecessary, man. I mean, I have a post about it. I'm gonna link that below. What are my thoughts? I made a full video about it. What are my thoughts on this entire situation? But let's just have fun and play some video games. And the more video games that we can enjoy there are on the market, the better it is for us, the customer. Simple as that.
you ain't even got a goddamn Diablo in your game. So
But the timing was extremely bad.
just please go sit down and get out of here.
now maybe
Diablo is not in Diablo 4. Yeah, I heard that a couple times before. I'm pretty sure some expansion will bring Diablo into Diablo 4.
Getting mad.
Bruh, you ain't even followed the Diablo like you ain't even got a goddamn Diablo in your game. So just please go sit down and get out of here.
Now, maybe he's scared, maybe he's a little nervous, but the last thing you want to do is come across as petty. And that's how this looks.
I think it's very unprofessional. If I was the VP of a game company, I wouldn't be throwing shade. That's a very passive-aggressive way to throw shade at GGG.
Yeah, no need to throw the
indirectly.
blows, man.
This is such bad form. It is absolutely terrible. Like, the timing on it, everything about it just looks really, really bad. It comes across as jealous.
Well, hold up. You guys are the
Man, he could have just said something like, you know, hey, congratulations to the Path of Exile team. Game's looking fantastic. Let's go. We have new content coming and blah, blah, blah. Whatever, right? Like,
It comes across as jealous.
Well, hold up. You guys
like, give credit where credit is due at some point.
are the ones sounding jealous. Do you even know how freaking cool the term Diablo-like sounds? Look, I can completely see what Rod is talking about here, and the term Diablo-like is already spreading like wildfire.
He was rubbing it in,
For
dude.
example, when a game you are super hyped for launches and it's completely not what you expected, that's Diablo-like. When a company removes a key feature, like a charger for a phone, then sells that key feature back to you later on, that's Diablo-like. When a game has a skill tree
Steve
system
Jobs.
with no meaningful options, that's Diablo-like. When you are at a self-checkout, but you are asked to tip for doing the job the company you are tipping should be doing, well, that's Diablo-like. And lastly, when a game you took off for work for has a massive
Tim
delay
Cook.
on launch that lasts for hours or even days, yeah, you guessed it right, that's
Okay, the delay is not comparable to Error 37. Yes, the delay wasn't great, but it was like 6 hours. Error 37, we should ask Oogie, Francis, about it. Error 37 was a whole different beast in D3.
Diablo-like.
And I was actually very surprised. Like, the servers of the game, they were super smooth. Like, when I didn't expect, when Diablo 4 first launched, I expected the servers to go down to their knees, like, pretty much immediately with, like, the amount of people that were playing. But the servers were actually pretty steady. Like, they definitely, like, the launch was very smooth. And I really hope that, you know, this is going to be the same smooth sailing for Path of Exile here come December 6th.
So you should probably give Rod a little slack here.
They're talking
He
D4,
knows what
not
he is
D3.
doing and is completely not jealous at all about POE2. In fact, POE2 should be thanking Diablo, not the other way around, right?
The thing is that, and Grinding Gear Games would be the first people to say this, that they owe a lot to Diablo 3. Because Diablo...
They said this many times, in fact. We were just watching the history of GGG, and they said it many times. Like, we copied many features from Diablo 2, but they didn't only copy, they kept cooking. They kept cooking with those features. Like, there's many great examples. Like, they just kept going, you know? And it was great. Like, for example, the switching of the skills. Not only does it switch your skills, like in D2, it also switches like half of your skill tree, which adds more character depth and more combination possibilities.
Diablo 3 being dog shit on release, dude, when the PoE closed beta came out, every single person in the general chat was talking about how shitty Diablo 3 was. And you know what's so fucking funny? Is when this game comes out.
Oh yeah, here, look at this. This is how it should have been. Thanks for linking this. We're excited. Like, here, this is a tweet from Path of Exile. This is like a couple years ago, 2021. We're excited for the future of action RPGs and can't wait to see what the Blizzard team has been working on for the upcoming Diablo reveal, sending the best wishes. Something like this. If Rod just said something along those lines, and you see here, there's Adam Fletcher, community manager for Diablo here replying. Man, like that's how it's done. You know? Because they just had a killer day. Path of Exile, GGG. They've been working for years and years for this. There you go. Could have been that. And then this fire, like in the community, this was burning, like Diablo versus Path of Exile. This was burning for years and years and years. And this Rod tweet certainly pulled some more gasoline on that, you know?
Every single person in the general chat is going to be talking about how shitty Diablo 4 is.
Okay. Let's check in on some real loyal Diablo 4 superfans, who I'm sure are going to stick with D4 instead of this Diablo-like POE2.
There was already like many clips at the intro, man. Keep in mind, guys, you can clip some stuff a little out of context, maybe. For entertainment purposes, of course.
Hey folks, this is Riker, and this week saw the most hype live stream the ARPG world has ever seen. The announcement of Diablo 4 season of The Witch Doctor, basically. No, obviously it was Path of Exile too.
I'm a star.
I didn't even see this video. Oh my god, man.
Live stream the ARPG world has ever
the best ever
seen. The announcement of Diablo 4 season of The Witch Doctor, basically. No, obviously it was Path of Exile too.
I'm a starving man. I'm starving for Path of Exile 2 content, so I'm going to rewatch the same live stream for 15 days in a row until this game's out, okay?
That's basically what we're doing, my friend. I think I watched that thing. Like, it was 1.5 hours live stream, followed by a 2.5 hour Q&A. I think the live stream thing, portion of it, like we've dissected it. I think we've watched it more than 5 times already, man. That's chat. Yep. DM's so relatable. Once again.
In my opinion, this is one of the strongest announcements I've ever seen
Blown
in
away.
the history of ARPGs.
I think I can kind of get away with less time spent from now on in Diablo 4 and more time invested into POE2. I'm going to be blasting this game at the very least until Season 7 launches, and then probably go right back into POE2.
Holy shit. Okay, all right, Rob, please tell me you didn't drink the Kool-Aid too.
I'm really excited to jump into PoE come December 6th.
Okay, I give up. Let's at least try and figure out why this is happening.
Something that happens almost every time a new action RPG launches is people saying there isn't enough in-game content.
Again, guys, I'm going to be playing both games, but there's a lot of content to get into in Path of Exile, and I like it. Oh, wait, I missed that. What did you say?
This is happening.
Something that happens almost every time a new action RPG launches is people saying there isn't enough in-game content.
Nah, that's never happened. I've personally, I've never seen that happen in an ARPG. I don't know what he's talking about.
It's not complicated and it's not intimidating at all, which is why Diablo 4 sold so well. Almost no barrier to entry. They're great for casual players. The problem is it...
And I think it's going to continue to sell well, Diablo 4, that is. Like, there's a big casual, like, player audience. You guys always meme and call it the gamer dads, you know. Hard day at work, guy, girl, whatever, comes home, sits down on the couch, turns on the PlayStation, turns on the Xbox. He doesn't care what the current Twitch drama is. He doesn't care about anything on YouTube. He doesn't even use the browser, you know, like there's no Chrome, no Firefox, no whatever. He has jobs, he has kids, he has wives to take care of. He sits down on that couch, pops open like a beer or whatever, and like he just like turns on a video game, plays for an hour, and then like he goes to bed. He doesn't mind, you know, like, and that guy, like, I don't think he's gonna play Path of Exile, but that's fine. I think Path of Exile is definitely staying like still while becoming much more accessible for newer players, which is great. they're still sticking like true to their like core identity, you know, which is like the game has a ton of depth as far as I experienced it so far.
It lacks an endgame almost.
It's not like a simple game, you know. It's not a simple game, and I don't think it's trying to be a simple game.
Entirely.
I'm really excited to jump into PoE. The biggest reason for me by far is probably the crazy endgame that they have. This focus on the endgame is just absolutely crazy and fresh and new to me, because coming from... It's a bit new to me. I mean, it's true, like Diablo is really focused on the new player experience, like the campaign, the story, the early game of Diablo is, I feel like, what's always the most focused on. Like they focus on this a lot, and this obviously attracts like a lot of people, right? But the end game, it always falls short because they go for the start. They go for the beginning, for the... And I think both is super important. Both is very important.
Did he just say the focus on in-game is crazy and fresh and new to me? Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, before. After a certain amount of time, there is not that much to do in...
I'm sorry, I have to laugh.
There truly is nothing to do.
Holy
my
shit,
Rex.
dude. Dude, back to back, saying the same thing. I love how the reaction is the same from literally everyone.
Well, I guess that's not literally true, but there aren't really any great rewards for doing that. I don't have any super awesome mounts. I don't have any titles. My character isn't glowing. I can't link you an item that is so rare and so godly that you wouldn't be able to find it yourself from all the hours that I put into it.
That's a good take from
The
Rex.
rewards are just not there.
Man, it gets worse. Nothing to do, no reason to do the things there are to do, and no rewards for doing them.
I mean, there is stuff to do, but you know, it's not really like some long-term progression working towards a higher goal. Stuff like that.
Okay, guys, I think it's inevitable. I also need to try this game out, and for exactly the reason you may think. To bring to light why POE2 is a vastly inferior game to the masterpiece we call Diablo 4. But for real, guys, I will be making a lot more videos on POE2, and you probably should be trying this game out yourself. It looks awesome. Please subscribe.
Diablo 4, oh yeah, I swear.
Dude, the song.
I love it more than I can bear. But in the shadows I
Listen to the lyrics.
confess. Path of exile is my true unrest.
Sounds like the
Can you
default
guys
bed
imagine
radio,
the Frosty LaRue video we're going to be getting about all the Diablo 4 players like watching Path of Exile? I can see the title of the video already.
Man, the M's a genius for this, dude. Like, that guy's killing it. That guy's killing it like crazy on YouTube. Where's my Barbarian song, guys? Yeah, here, check out the video. Frosty LaRue, man. 4,001 hour. Let's go, man. Yeah, that was a great video. Old school RuneScape. Log in, my friends. Yep. Great video. Well, yeah, I mean, again, I have this opinion piece like about these like hate stuff. I'm gonna link that below. I think no point in like adding more fire and like more hate. Like just enjoy which game you want to play, and you can also play multiple games if you like. That's certainly what I'm gonna do. But I can't wait to get into all the things Path of Exile. I mean, I'm already getting into them right now. And I'm having a great time, and it's in many cases been a pretty eye-opening experience that you only really truly know or can compare this stuff like if you actually invest like a lot of time into those games. And I just started the journey, so I think my opinion on this might also like, you know, further develop, and we'll see in which direction. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, my friends. Check out Frosty Let's go. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.